Welcome to the Sunny Coast's own BNI podcast, the Referral Way, riding the tide to success with BNI Sunshine Coast. My name is Tony Cross, and I'm a member of BNI Business Sunrise chapter here on the coast with my business Drive Connect Car Brokers and Finance. Today, however, I'm the host of this great local podcast, and I'd like to welcome along Stuart Christie from Accumulate Accountants, who is joining us today for episode number 5, and to talk about his BNI experience as we give you some insights into how it has helped him grow his business. Welcome, Stuart, to the podcast. Great to have you along.
Thanks for inviting me, Tony. Great to be here.
No worries. So, Stuart, tell us a little bit about Accumulate Accountants, the services it provides, and what makes you a standout from the rest of the accountancy crowd.
Cool, Tony. So we're small, proactive local accountants. We do specialise in the accounting and tax for self-managed super funds, but we've been based in the same spot for over 20 years. And the team, most of the team have been with us for over 15 years. So not a lot of change. So, yeah, who you get to deal with day to day is pretty well stays. So.
And that'd be important for your customers, right? They get used to dealing with the same person, don't want to see change. They know their business intimately and gets
Exactly.
good results at the end.
Yep. Yeah,
Yeah.
just so they don't have to repeat the story every year. So
Yeah, perfect. Oh, great. Now, Stuart, if my numbers are correct, I have you in BNI for 19 years, one of the longest serving members on the coast. Tell us about that journey and how and what led you into BNI to start with.
I thought it was 18, but I'll go with 19. What's a year between friends?
No, can do.
So a friend invited, so I went to a local Chamber of Commerce meeting, and a couple of people invited me to a local BNI chapter, and I came along, joined on the spot, and the rest is history. So, yeah.
Was it a no-brainer? It was like, he just signed me up, I'm here.
Yep. Back then it was the paper form, so filled in the paper, wrote on the credit card details on the form, and away we went. I think it was either that meeting or the next one. But yeah.
Yeah, right. And you hear about those paper slips, and also you would have been there during COVID, so that was before I joined the chapter. So did you keep going as an online chapter in that period?
Yes, in Queensland we're obviously lucky we weren't didn't have all that much at home, but yeah, we did have a fair few either hybrid or online.
Yeah,
And yeah,
fantastic.
you just adapt to the circumstances, and BNI are really good about jumping on Zoom so quickly. So
Yep.
yeah,
Oh, that's good to hear. Good to hear it kept rolling. So obviously you've seen many changes in BNI over the years, but ultimately BNI has stuck to the same program, which has proved huge benefits to its members worldwide. Tell us about using this system and how it's enhanced your networking and gaining referrals, which has enhanced your business.
yeah. So interesting. The format of the meeting hasn't changed in almost 20 years. Obviously, we've gone away from the paper slips that you mentioned. We've gone to, the mobile app, which is a great improvement. But yeah, the format stayed the same. And it is just, if you look at the meeting, it's about educating visitors and members. And, I think, the key to success is just follow the process. There's, however many members there are and how many years it's been going. It's just, yeah, follow the process. It works. And yeah, just the main thing is just contributing every week.
Yeah. Yeah, and I know you received your $1 million giving award at our last annual awards, which
Yeah.
about 10 or so months ago. So obviously the program has worked with you in terms of referrals for your business, but practicing the givers gain methodology, you've actually returned a fair bit back to the community as well.
Yeah, definitely. And that was a big goal to get that. It's just one of those goals you try and achieve. It's sort of meaningless, but good to have a goal. And yeah, it's just, the best way to trust another member is to use their services. So if I use the plumber or, mechanic, I can refer them to friends and say, well, I used them and it was great.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
Perfect. That's what it's all about, isn't it?
yeah. And yeah, so obviously, I get someone reliable and then I can refer someone reliable. So
Yeah. And in turn over 19-year-old period, I mean, you would have had a lot of referrals come your way as well to accumulate. So, I mean, it's obviously been a bit of a backbone for your business itself.
Yeah, absolutely. And good thing with our business, once you're happy with, an accountant, um, we're quite a sticky relationship, and then it can be hard to change. And a referral, and one of the key ones, I got a referral in our first meeting or second meeting, and we had them for 15 years. So that was, $1,000 to join, and then I must have made at least $30,000 over the lifetime of that client.
Yeah, that's fantastic, isn't it? Well, you sort of answered my next sort of question. So when it comes to success in BNI through your networking and referrals, do you have a standout story? So you've already used that one. You're going to have to find another one.
I've got another one. So the other key thing is just helping, over that 20 years, seeing people come in who are either new to business or they're trying to grow their business, and just being able to help. With our clients, we might only see them every 6 months or every 3 months, and you try and give them help along the line, but they're reluctant to ring you every week. But even if they're not clients, you have a quick chat, give someone a quick advice, or they might ask a quick question. So, you know, in terms of them growing, you've seen all clients grow from, the typical sole tradie sort of thing,
Yep.
starting out, and then he, gets a bit bigger because he's got some bit more business, so he employs someone. So just, checking in on him, and it's just so easy to, answer those questions, whether it's an accountant, solicitor, or, finance, or even real estate, a variety of people.
Yeah. Yeah. Look, full disclosure, I'm a member of your chapter, and it has been great to witness. I've seen new people come in there and start businesses up, or have come, when they've just started a business up, they've chosen you as accountant, and then, 6 months time, they're up telling a story. They got another staff member, or they got this. So, it is quite good to sit there and watch some of those journeys unfold. So.
Definitely.
Yeah, no, it's good. So let's talk about the growth in your business over the years. How has BNI played a role in developing, both your business in the past and also a bit of a look into the future, how you keep on planning to make it help you in the future?
So 20 years ago, what happened? I'd bought into a business, so it was already established. So we had quite a established client base, but it was hard to get that growth. So we were getting growth through word of mouth, but it's very slow. Whereas through connecting with BNI, because you're contacting people every week, you're talking to them, you're basically in their face every week. It's easier to grow the business. So in terms of our growth, it would be almost half of our growth would be through BNI. So yeah, so now it's probably 10 to 15% of our business, but it's the big thing is the growth over that time.
Yeah, that's fantastic, isn't it? And back again, just gets back to that giver's game mentality too, isn't it? You know what I mean? You've
Yeah.
referred $1 million worth of work, to other people. So it's good to see that coming back as well.
Yeah, and that's probably the easiest is in terms of trying to find it within your own business or referring it to clients and friends, people within the chapter, and basically become a problem solver. Your friends know that you're in this chapter, and even if I can't find the person within our group, it's now so much easier to find a cross chapter, whether it's a pest person or someone that we don't have. Just Alex at Termite, she's in Northern Lights, I think, so I can refer it to her. So
Yeah. No, that's fantastic. And obviously no plans to change anything soon, and you just keep on making BNI part of the accumulate journey going forward. Now, I know that you are getting away a little bit on holidays every now and then these days, but it's good to see that you always put your staff in as a substitute if you're not there. I think that's a real testament to your business, and they obviously have an acute appreciation of what BNI means to you and the business because they come along and actively participate.
and it's I see it as good for them in terms, they talk in front of clients, but in terms of talking in front of strangers or networking, they don't do a great deal of it.
Yeah.
So it is, it's great for their public speaking and their confidence to grow. So
Yeah,
and plus, meeting clients of the business within the group. So, and
yeah,
also, they can then, it's one thing to tell them there's a great mechanic, but to talk to him and, see him face to face makes it easier for them to use them and refer it as well. So,
yeah, correct. Well, it just adds another arm to the referrals, doesn't it? Because what I mean, they've got their own group of friends that they will be going, hey, these are the guys. So yeah, no, it's a fantastic initiative. I like the way you do that. Given your BNI journey to date, what advice would you give to members to make the most out of their journey as they seek a good business network and try and generate these all important referrals?
yeah, so I think the main thing is to contribute every week. So obviously turn up. We used to talk about doing the five, turn up or attend the meeting, sounds a bit better.
Yeah,
Have a one-to-one outside the meeting, find a referral, do the education. But also the other key thing is, contribute. If you're attending the meeting, even if you don't have so preferably get on the leadership team or your leadership role. But even if you're not on the leadership role, why not, act as a visitor host? The saying is we're all visitor hosts. So help, pack up or set up at the start of the meeting because, that's always appreciated. But also, if you see a guest by themselves, just have a chat to them. I mean, at the end of the day, that's what they're there for, to meet people. So,
yeah, no, 100%. And I do see that in the chapter, in our chapter and even other ones I visit. I think BNI does a really good job with educating people and visitor hosts and just having that welcoming environment. I don't think I've ever seen someone standing around wondering what to do. So,
yeah,
yeah, no, that's
yes,
fantastic.
yeah, you never like seeing that.
No, no, no.
It's
Well,
just
that's
like
what they're,
inviting someone to your house at a party.
yeah,
You want them to have a good time and,
yeah, yeah,
connect and
no,
introduce them to people. So, yeah,
yeah,
get
no,
involved.
definitely. Yep, no, get involved in it. That's good advice. So what's next for your business? Any exciting plans or expansions on the horizon?
Well, yeah, so our industry is a lot of change, which I think a lot of industries are with the AI. But to us, AI automation is our biggest thing. That a lot of repetitive works replaced by automation in terms of the technologies getting better and coding bank statements with dividends and that sort of thing. So yeah, it's just not being at the front of that, but being in the right spot, basically, making the most of it and not be left behind.
Yeah, I guess that's the key. You don't want to get left behind in those things. As it changes very fast, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Hard world to keep up. Hard world to keep up with.
Oh, and
Um,
the pace of change is just, you can see it, the introduction of mobile phones and all these things. It's just the speed of the spread is just massive. So it's just getting quicker.
yeah. So, is there any other sort of key drivers or things from BNI you'd look to implement in your business moving forward, or just keep it status quo? Or,
Yeah. So one of the big things I get from is just the positive energy in the group. Just coming to a chapter or attending another chapter, um, because you're surrounding yourself with positive people. So
yeah,
that's a key thing that, you attend, you get a bit more energy and then try and bring that back to the business. So
yeah.
that's, yeah,
Yeah, correct. I think that consistent weekly meeting and the positive attitude is sometimes overlooked by people, thinking that they've got to get in there and earn money. But I tell you what, for a reset and a restart, it's definitely a great thing every week to have, isn't it?
yeah.
Yeah,
Especially, 7 a.m. in the morning. It's not
get in there.
everyone's ideal time, but good way to start
Yeah.
the day.
I tell you what, though, it'd never happen if it was in the afternoon. That's for sure. It's good.
No,
I
that's right.
enjoy the morning ones.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. Well, this is where you get to share a bit of wisdom with our listeners. So whether they're BNI members or local entrepreneur looking to maybe join up, what is a bit of Stuart Christie wisdom after nearly 20 years in the game?
I've probably gone through it already. I think, yeah, probably the two key things is, yeah, positive attitude and contribute. Just participate. Don't sit on the sidelines. And that's probably the key to success is just get involved in terms of, finding a referral, using people's services and just being involved. So get
Yeah,
into it. Just do it.
yeah. Just do it. Just get into it and do it. Look, Stuart, that's fantastic advice. So how can our listeners learn more about Accumulate Accountants and yourself? Where do they find you?
Yep, accumulate.com.au, accumulate with an 8, just on the coast, and just, yeah, Google us and contact us.
Yeah, great. Well,
Good
thanks,
to help.
Stuart. It's been a privilege. It's a privilege every Thursday to sit beside you and witness your journey at BNI. And you've been great for myself as well. And I thoroughly enjoy your company, and it's been great being part of the Business Sunrise chapter.